Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
You are once again welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for more updates, like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777, or leave a comment after watching. Thank you. I want you to join me listening to the fire Kwame Minkah has opened on Nana Addo and his imposed candidate Bawumia. And he promised them that they will show them the exit, so he should not worry his time any longer of doing anything. They themselves, the Ghanaians, will show them the exit come 7th December. Without much time wasting, I want you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you. Please do subscribe, like, and also share to other members to watch as well. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba na sawote konkoya na jasa samaba
Assembly and biaba. My father as a free speaker of parliament, right honorable Albamba Benene, Nasabega for Bequatrasia. Nenra honorable Agboja Governance was say, and Nekwa welcome Nasabega Fino. Waquatrasi as majority chief whip. Waquatrasi, some majority chief whip. And now right honorable Albamba Ben Emieti as you say, about majority ni minority na, and you know never trade your minority. Any majority you Mrasabega if you would do omo munshi ye. Sansi say no na betre. Wano de se omo kwatena se mu a wodi omo dwumade no ho tiame. Na nano entawantawa ye ba ye nya asem bia enye bibi nwunwuna huhuhu bia e wo se court krabem. Wei enye bibia e wo se court bem. Baansa na beti ni ntia wo kan asasem na se no. Ma menkinkan ni nsem ni bi nkyerɛw. What's it? Okwa paragraph 17 of Nanu Disem no the two and Rana. Wojina ye mamra no so. Edi dan bibie di de kire ye. Na me kan wi a obeti nie ntia. Na oni ho kwan se court. Edi ne ho beche enkomo we mo. Wodi tie. What's it, ladies and gentlemen? The powers of the judiciary ends where the nose of the parliament starts. Mrs. Subio, ladies and gentlemen, the powers of the judiciary ends where the nose of the parliament starts. Baby, I'm Rashabega fie, ne hene becha as ye free no. Eho, and as a Nibia, Womutumi esie. The constitution is very clear on the freedom of speech and of proceedings of parliament. Ebam Rashabega fie, some Rashabega fo, ebe to adwin, acho madwin. Womu fa hudie na sa fa hudie no e wo ye mamra nim ye mamra no mo kwan se de mrahye begafie ye o made se de omusika o masem se de omusidi o masem omu wo fa hudie bi na sa fa hudie no e wo ye mamra nim. Speaker was also ye lawyer, and the first time we go Supreme Court na ye somewhere in 1983. Sabra no na bi mu omu wa ban mu ene o mame mo ma beti so ne enwu omo 1983, and a speaker why meranimuni na the first time we call Supreme Court could be asem na tie de oka we say articles 115 and 116 grant members of parliament privileges and immunity of speech, debates and proceedings on any matter or thing brought by a member in or before parliament by petition, bill, motion, or otherwise. Now the article 115 can ye ubeto ahwe no kenkan biam for constitution na biam na kenkan. Article 115 was say there shall be freedom of speech, debate, and proceedings in parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of parliament. Mrashabega fie wo fa hodie se mrashabega fo ebeti maka o masem metima bobo mu nsam wa bra yentabri asam no enkom asani bia ana baabi anya mrahye badwafie se ye kwa bobo ho ana se ye ko bisa ho nsam mrahye badwafie e wo sa akwanya no eti sa akwanya no mo wo no e kyese ne bekoso ne besie e wo mrahye badwafie no e hwa na betena that's one so enko baabi a mrahye badwafie na betena. Article 116 is to say, subject to the provisions of this article, but without prejudice to the general effect of Article 115 of this Constitution, civil or criminal proceedings shall not be initiated against a member of Parliament in any court or place out of Parliament for any matter or thing brought by him in or before Parliament by petition, bill, motion or otherwise. It is the same way and a baye Speaker Bagbin Nina Swa what did die in a D say near course who am Russia Begafie Nano. Omwa no munim said ye, Omon Como City, Omwa no munim said ye, Omon Sheshe City, and ye be who be a obi bakwa for brofo kasa and that there's a constitutional crisis na shebe dwafie ne asani bia de sieni etie de oye ne bo man ni mu ni aka no huhu na wiem nyina ye hyehye was it de sie no enye bibia huhu. It is not a constitutional crisis. Eti mo bi ntira baabi emfa kasantwie on the basis of nima won nim said ye mrache bedwafo ayo madwuma emfa kasantwie ni atemdidie entu anamon bia at the end of the day no ebekwa akotia ye mamra na eso che obia including the Supreme Court of Ghana. Yet Speaker,
let me also add my voice in welcoming all of you to this afternoon presser, and I'll do all I can to be as brief as possible. Beloved guardians, democracy will work only if we fight for it, says President Barack Obama of the United States. I swore an oath to uphold, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and that I will do right to all manner of persons in accordance with the Constitution and the laws and conventions of Parliament, without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. I concluded the swearing of the oath with a call on God to help me. I'm very confident and have faith in God to see me through these dark days of Ghana and our young democracy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start this presser by disabusing and setting the minds of Ghanaians at ease. There is no constitutional crisis in this country. I repeat, there is no constitutional crisis in this country. The Parliament of Ghana is alive and working. Let nobody mislead, misinform, or disinform you and the country. The democratic system we adopted and enacted, as captured in the Constitution 1992 and fleshed out in various laws, processes, procedures, and practices, is what has been triggered, and it is working. Let us allow it to work. Democracy is about the rule of law. Let the law work. The democratic system we adopted and enacted recognizes that in the course of operationalizing the system, disagreements will occur and challenges and problems will arise.
To say the speaker cano near air course a year after your marking, one would do the court at Tabri near Sea, Elmer court, na Chief Justice, and so can in some now, so not the tabuato, Adiabiana speaker, yes, one or see where you know, constitutional crisis. A ye mambrano, a quenya woodwa, ye wa, say your best yes, yes, and a yenejuma. But no crowd war army di can bosso, I know yes speaker Nenumunsem, and say, Your mamma nature say, I dream to debates are who do a becoswo, Rasabe de Fieno. I am Rasabe de Fiona, number 4 Munuamaso, Edio Massamo. Young Quatam way and Quaquat, and Quabe before friend Yam Rasabe de Fie, see a Kobisa Bissawonsem. Abobo debate a course one. Constitution in Suka. So the aqua swan dear, a yaquina man for war, constitution no more. Say, Bibi won't be a say. Na opesem brano, edibowa, and nona, up on your market more faso, and ye be a esia, and you yen be a beba. But no crano, and what dine a dino. Babia, a yam rasabed fee, a senibia, woman when no ebesino, and one am rasabed fee. Etumino, a sassy free. Anti, the abesi of Rasabegafie, the Abacoso, almost a mumbo, debates I would obey, and Yam Rasabegafie, one anna, Yabayas anomano, Yanyano baby Fufrobia, and also a constitution anymore. Eti, may a choice have been for a lawyer for no, say ye didn't come on, ye be bobo honor, and I say, ye be pense one more. But the Abacoso was so who Send ye see ye wam Rasabegafie and Nams 20 up on your mark in a cocotono. Speaker Kasim was say, Parliament weakens itself when its members keep running to the courts to settle or seek favorable determinations of not just legal matters, but essentially political and governance questions. Assembly wa anya mrasem, anya mamrasem. Assembly wa eyamanyosem, eyamemwo hunsem. It is how yam Rasabegani, not the bia, Bibi says he, now the Brika Quota. Nia Bonia Woyan say, Wo boom Rasabegafia pre, wo mam Rasabegafia, I am mre, and only Bonia Woody. Eti Wabra Wakas Assem no Speaker of Parliament, right honorable Bagben. Ebia 70 much say, Wagana ha. Abaina kwa wodono wo mumum yenu edi oman yi bone de odi kan eye mampanya so ye ena de otoso bio eye aseni bia ne edi okasa enie tie
activity, collaboration, consensus building, leaving nobody behind. The equal representation of the two major parties in Ghana, resulting in the composition of a hung parliament to the voters, is the better way forward for our dear nation. The expectation of the voters is this will lead to the constitution of a parliament where the national interest will prevail as against partisan or parochial interests. This is the context and the peculiar situation I have to preside over as a speaker. I'm the first speaker in the Fourth Republic, in fact, in the history of Ghana, to work with a president who belongs to a different party. To work without a majority party in parliament, but with an evenly divided parliament, 137 apiece. That is a hung parliament. Decision making has therefore not been smooth sailing. As the Speaker of Parliament, I hold the balance in favor of the national interest, but sometimes bend backwards to accede to government requests because government has been given the mandate to govern. It is with this understanding I led the board of the Parliamentary Service and members of Parliament to provide procedural rules of engagement to actualize this goal and to provide for the possible types of government as envisaged in the Constitution.
Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Bagbe, no, as our candidate, when ye was say, so share ye branch of your fee, said ye city as Abreya, or my banona. A ye Ghana for the flu mupemutuaba. Our modern BB did a mining na. So, per se, MPP ni NDC for ye, you bomb. Said abaya, Wabromu ye, you bomb, Benkromu ko, and no mubejina so the attitude minor bomb. A ye Ghana for na. A dime say Kennedy wabatwa kwaso. Now one on the speaker would decay what Ghana bakwasemwa. Mampenino every ni party mu. One only free party for Mampenny free party from. So I thought that said you was sitting on in no ma wayeno. I was making sure say there's a balance. Bibia begin a year. Na ba kunko enja baako. Eti ebini say saban ede ne nyuma ba ne nuoma ba na opese mrase bedwafie ebobo hu di hu dwuma ntentema etoda wokoa ne mu kɔ na chi sede be ya saade no beba so free say nienti agana foto aba ema political party na owo aban ni mu ne say sede be obeye na dwuma eti wonye bibi e be betwintwan aban na na mu a ema ne nya na dwuma everything that thought that was kwani mu konechi no eti wabra wo ye we nyina na monso muni mamra no enim de eka na wutimi ehugya no na wo ye bibia etietia akwenya owowo ye mamra ni mu a na de na obaakye na mfato ba ko maaye ene sa emra nsusuye a Ghana mrasha bedwafo etintim ye no mo de kwato mampanya so ye se onu so nhwem na wo hwem wi asade nhyehyɛ ne te no ye de aba mrasha bedwafie ya bobo ho ansa ne tintim amena ba ye mra sa mra nsusu ye ne fa oman Ghana ye gina sie de fo oba ne oba ware ye be ma ne be ma ware ye be ma opeso oda ne oba opeso oda ne be ma opeso ware dua ene sa no matantan no ekoso amanfo ma so no ena Ghana fo asi wo mugina ye ene ye de ho mra ensusu ye enya mra o emra ensusu ye ewonsam akurucha gu krata so ede aba wo mampanyi waso ye se hwem na sade ye hyehyɛ ne ka no wa mra wo hwɛ mu mpo no wo betimi de akoto council of state fo ye a wo somo mo so mo mra speaker ho no mo betie ne ekoso mra se bedwafie no kasa adwuma we kewe won se wada agyenye wetu betimi de akọ council of state for nchen na woni o mabobo ho no matu fo e wo mra nsusuye no ho na wagina so atwere wadwenkyere na ade akoma mrahye bedwafie ansa no matoa so e de o modwuma kopim so mbedum pempenso a ye betintim amena bedane mra eti sabere no law court anasa supreme court no enam se nye mra e wo dwuma no omudie no supreme court asem mem sa asem ya eye mampanyi wotwe ye krata ya wotwe ye e de come speaker etiatia ne se hwe no wamfa krata we ansia ade ya asem no waseni bia no na unyira so ne den eno na right honorable speaker Baben ebisa unyira so ne den so the speaker ka kodura ne se me ya me fam die o said be ya meboa ma oman no akoso even a toda crampa won deserve say mema kwan ama wunyuma akoso no me bende na me bia kwan na ma wunyuma akoso because Ghana for to abasa wo be ye adwuma mo woye we nyina na enne wo beti atia ne say adenti no de krata we eba waso ye wabra mamra ne nkyeresa wabra nhyehyɛ no so nkyeresa wabra krata ye beda wani we free speaker ho ba ya na say parliament ba ye enye mrasem ne eka etu ka say supreme court edi asem bia enye mrasem ene eka eye mra nsusu ye bill is a bill and some komo ya abeya amanfo bi chese na constitutional crisis eno kra ye de ne si ye meba me your questions na ye bisa ne so but speaker church asem ni mu say me ye chechem ne nto obi asom ne ye nyina ye nya ye ho ntiase because enye bibi huhu bia eye MPP side of parliament no o makwadro any poor mum person mo be ye adwuma any poor mum person confusion si mamu ha eno na akofa we nyina ba obi mrika obi kodio mrika bia wotuo eno na akofa we nyina ba obi kodio mrika bia wotuo eno na akofa we nyina ba e de na see speaker wo say obi bebu sasa de na see de na ma ayi wantwi anase akasa ibae was it following a statement by Honorable Dr. Cassiel Atoba Forsen on a matter he considered to be urgent of public importance on the 15th of October 2024 and comments thereof by other members as permitted by standing orders of Parliament. I communicated the findings of my inquiry into the matter as the Speaker of the House on the 17th of October 2024, the contents of which has been construed to be ruling. The Honorable Alexander Apenyo Markin made to us. Minkah wait here, Wakafra, Sameka Brofu Bebre. The Honorable Alexander Apenyo Markin disagreed vehemently with the contents of my communication as Speaker of Parliament and proceeded to advance an earlier action he had commenced in the Supreme Court on the 15th of October 2024 to prevent the Speaker of Parliament from receiving and making any pronouncement in the subject matter of the statement made by Honorable Dr. Cassiel Atoba Forsen until the final determination of the matter by the Supreme Court. The rest, we say, is history. Being a party to the suit in my official capacity, I am mindful of what I say, but it must be said, the suit before the Supreme Court raises not just legal questions, but more importantly, has profound implications for our democratic system of governance. At its core is the very essence of our democracy. While many legal arguments have been advanced in and off the court, I recognize the fact that the connected political and governance implications have not been addressed sufficiently to enrich the national discourse. It is my considered view this should also be vigorously articulated to give a holistic approach to resolving this issue. Anything and no yeah press conference no. Eti ni can say near course wo mrache bedwafie Honorable Ato Forsen Emma Swono a border on certain portions of the 1992 Constitution. Ene ye mrache bedwaphobia o maye o madwen say wabato na ye beto no. Wo munya enyina wo mu party mu ebizu nyina kwantem kro no nia wo ba mu a wo kan ye no ene ne oye ni nyina no aye ono na no disem na nye atemwo. Listen, nye atemwo, it was not a ruling. Nye atemwo na ye na no disem and kai se me kan baby in the constitution kirewo sem rashe bedwafie omu debate omu beye omu nkomo omu bedi omu anani mo nhyehyɛ ne sɛ de omu si yi omu noɔma enti san nkomo ne san noɔma no yendi no wɔ baabi apart from parliament enti sa anamon na apanyo mark in 2 year no and you see answer no be answer na sadeɛ we nyina be kɔ so no ne wadi cash process na se o obi a wonim de wo speaker ni trim wonim de speaker ba bɛyɛ wo tricate to one among and son a speaker edi na no di semu tudwa edi afa near Honorable Ato Forsen erezi ye no. So ehone governance and political angle na was a yenyina ye ni ye dey ekwo. So the fundamental issue wa han say the speaker can ye the ye was not a ruling but na ye na no disema wodi tuda na ye na dwenkyerɛ ɛwɔ nkɔmɔ no mudi ye nhwɛ obeka ya honorable Atachia sorry ye honorable Cletus Avoka sorry ye honorable Atofos sorry omo kasa no speaker jemu emo mu popo nsɛm no ebeye debate. So I'm just wondering, minim standing orders are up on your markings ekan. Minim the two no for emani two sa na mo no. But somebody can now wo two ye no eno na dia bedru baby a ya bedru. En sa danum po a omo sa ba amra hye bedwafie. Anka speaker eba ba kire ye kwa yedim de eba ye no mpo no. Wo mu sorry ya omo kwatena omo office a omo beye nsendwefo nhia mu se omo no omo makwan ma NDC fo embe ye no ma bia omo adwen ye omo se omo ba beye no saa de no omo ye no man tena se ama mra se bedwafie enya nipa dodo a ye betima gina so aka se mra se bedwafie e besi gina ye no e ka wo bi ena speaker ka se enam senti ye tu ahyeda yenim da ye besan ba. And you see, speaker church and in Semunran was say, Wabra no one Casan, one not dreaming muno. Said ye, Assam na kwaye, a mem one ne party semono. A bay here say ye bet what dream. And Kaidiodi can was say, Nienti a parliament to send ye tiano, simply because Ghana for na to me no, every hobano, etu omabano, mocho ma dream wa batu omu say. MPP ni NDC mo kwaye adwuma maye wo mrase bedwafie eno nti ni yama mo sa numbers no na mo ye madwuma no mo nko bankrom mo ntfo adwen toatoa entikire mayi. So brother speaker kasa asem no say ye sorry wa bra yenim da ye beba no wona adwene mu no sa bra nim no emwa yenim da ye beba eti within that period no adwen toatoa betima koso ama omo ba ombetima si gina ye bia ebeboa oman no enkanko. So this is where we are. This is where we are. Now enunti na nra na me bisa because na abanyo mark one dey na say here pa dey say so ye majority leader eti na sa da na ade ni si ye no ebra na minuanom joy for any woni di nkomo no a ye ebo ni di no wo se masa bo mi di bre wo se me ye de en e ho ne hia no di bre na wo benya no di bre na ye de be bod samrane no eno ne na hia sam. But as a matter of fact, speaker say some majority minority no eye de a wo kom na sebedwafia hodo ewo ewiase afa na nyina ya cake etwam nya bibia eye hia sam obi a. Sorry, under modern democratic practice no some majority minority ade no enye obi ahia sam. Said ye made yo sitie mododo sitie eno na be kire babia watenase ebesi akọ. It is ene ye kan MPP members of parliament omo yesai NDC members of parliament ASI ye be basa asem ni mo enti da nra me sorry ya people say speaker say won ya wo kan nyina no speaker ene da ya mo ba atenase no sign atenase no besi akọ. Why never call them Kuma for why never call them Kasiafa? TMY speaker the man Yang Power FM the TV XYZ.
Anyone, please, it's not part of the duties of a speaker to decide where an MP should sit in parliament. It's not my duty. That determination in Ghana's situation. In various parliaments, these things we are talking about, majority side, minority side, don't exist any longer. That's why in my ruling, I use the term old school. The British model, government, opposition, benches, and a carpet in between them. And so when you are shifting your political lineage, you have to cross that carpet to the other side. And that is why you have the term carpet crossing. Our parliament is not arranged in the form of government and opposition. And Ghana don't like the term opposition. So we decided to adopt the terms from the United States of America, majority and minority. So you can even sit anywhere. But the numbers determine who is majority and who is minority. But in our parliament, the practice is for those who constitute majority to sit at the right side of the speaker, and those who constitute minority to sit at the left side of the speaker. That is because after independence in 1957, we adopted the Westminster system, which is practiced in the United Kingdom. But we changed that, even to the extent that the arrangement on the floor of the House is in a horseshoe. So it's not always the case that the people to the left side are all members of minority. That's not the case now. And there's good reason behind this, as in the textbooks. The determination, therefore, in our situation, as to who constitute majority or minority, is a question of numbers. As to where they sit, is the determination first of the political parties who influence who should lead the caucus or party wing in parliament. They, after various consultations, decide that these 5 people should occupy these positions in leadership. And so they are given the chairs in front. Then in consultation with them, the 5 leaders, they determine who should sit behind them. Because as a leader, you need somebody that you have trust, confidence in, who has the capacity, so that when you are in some difficulty or you have a challenge, you can just lean over and listen to his or her whisper. So you have a say as to who sits behind you. The speaker is not involved in this. The whips, particularly the chief whips, lead in trying to identify who should sit behind. And it also has to do with years of experience in the House, and also the issue of gender. And
Eti speaker na ekasa no. Say about na se wo mrache bedwafie wo na. Enye ono na ebe kire amanyoko no. E na be kire wa bro mabobo ho didididi wo mo ho nkomo. Wo mo na be kire e na mododo no. E na be kire de oye dom kuma e na de oye dom kese. Mododo no. Mododo no wo mrache bedwafie. NDC dodo ye say, MPP dodo ye say, and then na be kire. Enra wa bra speaker ense dwefo nsem iba ye awie ye no. Honorable Agboja Governors in the dom. In fact, Honorable Dr. Kasiela to forcing, and then the dom agents and Trifon Shemu. Honorable Agboja Governors there was say, and now what bay not being in the BBI and say, well, back as majority chief whip. So, wait, all these things, my point is, all these things could have been avoided. Speaker, answer your bet, we. So, what the watching to 8 years. Mese baby a yadru ya asemi wa aseni bia ka wanyina ye betima si ho kwan obi pre ne ho obi tu mampamrika wasabre ye na cedi to dollar ejina 17 cedis aye hunu ye ho ano a ho kira bayi e wase ye hweso ne ye adwuma ne ye pekwanya ye befa so amena free 17 amena ba 10 no na hi adia nyina ene baby obetira de hia no aban business ni hia no de hia na ni so no na be dom kese ono na be dom kese wo mrache bedwafie eno ne na hia asem so problema ade we betimi dia ba eno ne the speaker kai me mo video ni choma me kin kan chow was it the current brouhaha may be likened to a power play between the arms of government. Power play obi a kira ba bia ni tumi wo eti ye tinti mra esusu ye de abato mampanya so ye mampanya tam krata no no ahuja mmarahyɛ badwafie ade asɛm bi wɔ asɛnibia me wɔ adeɛ na yɛde abeto anim no ɛnyɛ mmara. It does not border on law. A bill and yet the other two him. And the speaker say, Wabro Mubat and Asiano, Krata now the choir no. One in the clerks, Omaya Wajima, Ombasadia court, Mampenia Siaono. Om the Bako Trumuni, or Bani or Ba Warrior, and Bema Warrior, the 10 way ya, Mopasabon and Mino. Woman the Mransus Yanababa. And based on 2 minutes free young Ghana for Hobano. Saa tumi kuro na yɛde yi yɛ mmarahyɛ badwafoɔ na wɔn to abama the speaker of parliament no saa tumi kuro na backing speaker no saa tumi kuro na wɔbɛgyina so ɛde krataa yi abɛto anim ma mpanyin a yɛto so aba wɔde bɛba abɛto anim and sɛ wɔbɛhwɛ saa tumi wɔ nyinaa so atwi afa Ghanafoɔ so a yɛba abɛto aba yɛbɛkyerɛ baabi a tumi no wɔ. When you are better, Jenna, Upasa, what did say your console, such chinchilla, one nona, young fan say your man penino. You bet you. And was it a power play now, between the arms of government, a judiciary, a cabo, a yet Mrasabe de Fie, or yet your pet, what in who Rura, Mrasabe de Fie, Jumadiamu, or interfere, what in the name Rem, what in the say Rem, and come on, yet you, Mrasabe de Fie, what in the who Jim. Asama speaker eka enye ruling no asama woka ene ye de hu jim aka just speaker say Minkah bio tobo twan me ndi asem bi e wo court wie ye wi anu aye wadwuma how e di enti ne to abama speaker di enti no speaker enti say mo anya na dwuma bio say mo anya na dwuma enti say mo patch say cedi to dollar no say bi e ka ban ni nwuma no ho a ye be ye wo mmarahyɛ bɛhwɛfie na ye bedi udwaje ye akokota na they say electoral commission pesika e de di na dwuma ye fa court supreme court na me bisa say ministry of agric pesika e de abɔ ne bra say ye go supreme court say supreme court na be say dwuma na me bisa these are questions and some power play no according to Speaker of Parliament, undermining your democracy and the authority of Parliament. No, what a problem was it? Its outcome could subvert Ghana's constitutional order and democratic system. Ghanaians have toiled, sacrificed their lives, and shed blood to establish for decades. Sa kabi mami kabi amemo na ya sam ho mfifire ya hwie mogya aguo amafo de omu si ho de omu ho ba for de a ya bra ya nya evie bebre yi sa de we ya ekoso no power play one na wotumi no me kire me tumi no sa de we betiba toto na se according to speaker. Was it, ladies and gentlemen, recent acts of judiciary and executive interference in the workings of Parliament pose a direct challenge to the essence, jurisdiction, authority, powers, and functioning of the esteemed institution of Parliament, which is the repository of the sovereign will of the people of Ghana. It is becoming increasingly clear that the judiciary and the executive are seemingly weakening Parliament. Judiciary and the executive no. Woman ne yani no mo madan na di nanse hem no. Ya dan ni wadi say ye pese e bubu mrahye bedwafie apre ye pese e ma mrahye bedwafie ye mre. But say wo ba reality a three arms of government and ye nsentwefo a ye ne ye atwene ededa de omu nyina ntem no because ye ne connect omo edema mo ye Ghana for no. Yen the fourth estate of the realm. Three arms of government. Look, I tell you no lie. The Parliament. Why? Because you're too almost waba. And I'm not saying you're 275, right? 275 members of Parliament, including the Speaker. No. For Mototo and Kofa, you're too almost waba. Our executive, no. And you're president, no. A president no kwani to the swaba at the executive arm. President no kwani to the swaba. Eti ya to president no swaba. Na wajina ni 2 minutes so 2 minutes ya diamano no. No wa pow Supreme Court ni Chief Justice ni hon konoba. So eba oma ya to omo swaba na dodo na wo mrase bedwafie. eti yetumi dodo na no egu mmarahyɛ badwafie kane Roman ne Greek for system no na temamufo no nyinaa beguo na enya ye nyinaa ye toato adwendwen ye man no ho eduru ba bi no mo si no ye do so dodo eti munyi anamonsifo eno so ne ahwa ye de aye ye democracy eti ba bi atumi kase paawo eye mmarahyɛ badwafie eti ade bi a ebetoto mmarahyɛ badwafie ase no eye ade a wo se ye sekiri ye se ne ye ka no kura ne kyerɛ mo se ye mpɛ eye ade a wo se ye si ho kwan enitina on that faithful day asrafo bawura mmarahyɛ badwafie asasem no besi na yentwe obi aso no one day bedani kuntunu ebehwan na saba na chi si yeni abre na ye pese ye boy ye kami mami kabie amamu ho ban na ye bibi dia boa mayi amayi abaye kra behwe saade na si on that faithful day asrafo no mo ba ho no dia order mo ba ho I was say emrani ni omudi we need to work on that. So san no man no na ejeja ne ho am ya bedru ba bia ya dri so people think say you betime tietia mmarahyɛ badwafie so kɔ ne yakɔ free obi anya hwe you betime dia ye you betime aye dia pa bia so sa adwen na ya ne wo mutirim say ya to aba ma ye na tumi ni nyina wo ensem no revise your nose nya sa na tie and again for ma bia asem na ni akyerɛ mo ye bia asem na ni e de akyerɛ mo Speaker Dauroma, Nesamian and Central for Chamuya, or Bayan and Rano, Nisamuano. Now, many of Brempon Ebusa question about a year and Quanyana say Abadam Pino. Netibia to say, Anuya, Mmarahyɛ badwafie Chamehene, Right Honorable Abam Babin, Edemanu.
You're talking about the same matter using different words. But that is before the Supreme Court. And I've given instructions to my lawyers to handle that. So that is not a matter for me to comment on. My lawyer.
I don't know. It will be inflation. Ebe 54%. And then I'm 22%. When in normal wasn't you focus on, not power play. Why not? Why not? What to me? Why not? Bet we didn't to me. I just when you be not power play. This is not what this country needs at this time. Sabra ye dan kwantanai. Sabra ye do how ni amanye kasiyebu. When ye bra ye di yesadi we. Tinra the speaker kaino. A car besi say na no joma ama waso na cedi $2. Na ye 4 cedis. Ye twanempwa cassette ya no ye ho ye lectures ekeka brofa kase edan na di se ye wo akwa bia wa ben wiase nyansa nyina ehye ni tirim wono na kura sa asafo no a wo biepono no pe dollar no obeba form na cedi na ma na ho mene so ena ye kasa yi cedi $2 ejina 17 cedis etiene Bawumia safo na wo kura adwen eni nyansa bebrebe na akufo ade so wo no ewai cedi $2 nti ene koko dodo ayete koko dodo ayete ene mfasudi e ba ma o man Ghana koko ni ade esombo ma o man Ghana eno ma ye didi dwa wa manfo ma so wo dwa man so a ebro man Ghana sika pa ene koko ayete no so less than 400 metric tons 400 metric tons ene yete ade ko dwa man so sika ba ne benya afrim. These are the issues. These are the issues. So, mo a year upon your market in Peswaso. Mo shed your ye, one bonny and wadi ye. And I'm up on your market, you call your Minkah were 2 yen. And no man be say yentimini hujuma. And no man be say yentimini hujuma. And Meransuya, Yadekoto, a year man penyasuya yanaka was a bois. Na mo up on your markets in Peswaso. Mokasa moka ye de kire no na woto abasa wogitum se emra nsusu ye nya adwuma na mba ye mra a ye tablet ko mampanyi anim a mampanyi huja mmarahyɛ badwafie no on ba bi ye dia bedru asese ye bu mmarahyɛ badwafie anim tia ye bu mmarahyɛ badwafie anim tia eye yen Ghana fo ne ye bu ye anim tia o Enya political party bi ni ebu na nimtia. Enya osumkro bi ni ebu na nimtia. Eye yen Ghana fo na ye mamra no first chapter na kira say yensem na 2 minute free ba no. Yen ye ebu ya nimtia. Eti ye Ghana fo ye da afa ho. Me di we jaw. Fananado ehonyini ne to so. Wo de hwe ni din. Hwe honyini din. Hwe ni din. Hwe honyini ni din. Hwe honyini din. Honyini ya esi afia nkwantai a yesi ye kwan wo hoyi. A kwan ye nyanya nwie ye. A yakosi ye honyini wo ho. Wo sabere ya cedi to dollar enam 17 cedis. Wodi hwe honyini ni di wo hwe honyini no na don say tu botom hwe honyini no na kakai ebra na wo pesika tua wo masuku fees na wunya hwe honyini no na hwe prospectus ayede ma wo se wo bai waso se wo konto aso suku hwe sika wo seye ede kwoto enoma de ma wo bai a wo kọ secondary school and say senior high school na kakai mire bia na wo ba ma ba ku ya sese we wi suapon ya wo nya adwuma yi ebra na sabra ne yentri yetua sika ade ko secondary school no kakai sabra no se na oboka se ya just remember kakai sabra no na oboka se eti wabra wo hwe honyini no wo de kompeso so ho no akwan na ye ebra ye ka se years of rose na ye no fa honyini we toto no fa honyini ne toto no boys abutie me as I say modem ho to bet so wo de wabra wo hwe honyini no hwe sika ye tifri sika wanya wabra wato bet hwe honyini no ya gwa ho no so ne yemfa NDC Western Regional Communications Officer Mran Komonimo ora Richard Kirk Mensa and o transem bi wo eye Facebook Minkah nsem no abeka na asem wabra ye di honyini ho enkomo na nado honyini na nado honyini Kirk ye mo ache mo akwa Yamina down my kuram Asemi the SC war Western region a fian quanta meboa. Sa kwan kan wasam kire e na honyini no so e no kre. Nia ye tete se enkofo bi o mo pen na ado asem e na si de chair no e no kre.
Munia the parliamentary we chefu na wa hwefo na Minkah NDC amayeku no mpanyimfo a wo Ghana man nyina nkanka atema mpanyimfo no kwar eneda bobor we were surprised, we were shocked to see the statue of the sitting president mounted in the middle of Fairquanta second district. Abazem no fear. And the pa ye also ye daily pet the man yehuna what the friend I friend chance be baby or open the way around the park now. What panta one young what the statue could be a bisiwo. Now watch it again. I'm not interested part because na me friend intel or man paying the bahana or by commission road that won't complete now our unveil in the statue. Nti me ya butare me ya 1 or 2 rounds kakra nti what when the 1 minute people na me ya pictures na no one ka come to social media mo bia hu man paying anado is the first president on 7 term in we na nkasa over the Nankasa statues. Only Sinana statue they see. Oh yeah, road that won't complete it. The third roundabout in Mpono, it is not completed. 1 year away, it is full of dust. So disgusting and so disgraceful. Oh yeah, Nimguasi, Wamaya Samaya. Every before one French member also what did that and enough father see one put to give why a Western region. Let me say that I haven't put to give why a Western region. The major campaign promise to the good people of Western region. Only one district, one factory. They should just show us one out of the 17 police races. They should show us one. Take a little crowd. They should show us one factory. What be shall we complete all your operational. They should show us one. They should show us one secondary school. Then I could promise Ghana for the 350 schools, secondary schools.
From scratch.
They should, from scratch to completion. One giant, just a single one away see. Western regional one. Then I could promise there Obama found that they obviously secondary interchange. It is interchange. Why is it not completed? Why is the work abandoned? Chinese 42 in the war in our local market circular or a major campaign promise or what I did. Is the project completed after 8 years? What promise the biggest campaign promise to the Sekenita crowd and the Western region in there. Time I said your mom or started the expansion. Oh, when I do my Mahamari or port, when I was so port expansion of Mahamari for a Kakaba, they will expand the port from Takradi to Sekendi to create jobs for the youth in Sekendi Takradi. What has happened to that promise? They should show us a single hospital starting from the scratch where we now say why they did a polyclinic, a health center, a polyclinic. All those projects were started by the NDC Jomama, and it has been acknowledged by the immediate past Minister of Health, Kwame. So what is the NDC MPP saying? And before one man was a credit crowd, you can go to social media and see. The anger in people.
Wow.
And they pay any driver for truck drivers, taxi drivers, Obiano Bofu. A panari and area. They do 70%.
One do 70%.
I'm telling you, the road is even being funded by the Belgium government too.
Okay.
Majority of the funding is a grant from Belgium government.
Wow.
I started project 3 years in. You have not done even 80%. The only thing you can think of is to carry a sculpture of Akufo-Addo and come and mount it in front of a Kwame hospital.
But
Kwame hospital, no, or trauma center, or now my former what you be look hospital or yada. Go with the Mr. G and I hand the conversion.
Trauma no be but Keke, Bawumia menti ade bi ase. O wudi cheche mu bi aba se o wenye aban no nesi honyini na engofo bi omodo Akufo-Addo na omo efro mu premu si ye. Sa cheche mu no eto asumu e no kura mu.
Yes, sabi who do others someone nyina de bia menye me social media page na the Minister of Tourism, the MP for Sekendi, or sure was said, info, or Western region, what for the Mr. Chida, Mr. Info. You should mention the names because I did my cross check from the Western Regional House of Chiefs. They have no knowledge, they didn't know how the thing came about. One of the secretary, how much was paid, which of the chiefs contributed money for that statue. So, MP before Fida Ghana Fina, Yejimo. Nana Akufo-Addo na Bawumia no nyina appointees no sabe wara o fi da Ghana free na we jinjim ayemfo na sabe o and one and respect one when adwuma piafa when scatter your fund and microfinance and other financial institutions I'm on head card to the wall brand no we contribute to scar what that start you am odabade what have you done?
Very well, Richard. The
assurance is that statue or the sculpture, whatever they call it, will be pulled down just after the elections, 2024 elections. Okay. It is a promise I'm giving to the good people of Kogi region. Yet, there might be statue where the main area where they won't pay for people to get it. Why and Zama Papa, what are you street though? You want to late the second or you want to second or they won't pay for P. What they do, Papa, Western regional. Nana Akufo-Addo will not see for an sculpture there after 7 December 2024 elections.
Well,
it will be democratically, legally cool down.
Asema okay, and you bosumi sabre, and then November 7th, bosumi sabre, you know, and I was so bushy.
I don't know, for 1 month, its lifespan will be 1 month. We will remove it from there. And even if we want a statue there, we have so many prominent people who have contributed to the success of Tekenita Kradi. We will mount their sculpture there. And we don't even need any sculpture there.
Material can Richard Kirk Mensa. Medo asepa no bre no adaja wonyama ya no pay. Yedase.
Asumedase.
Richard Kirk Mensa communications officer ma NDC amanyuko na bre no kopa. Akaka krabi na yedi for yikase ya bre mo. Ekua kwantama beba betena se back.
Thank you for staying tuned. PENDREAM TV really appreciate your time once again. Please, if you're a new member and you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. You can equally send a voice note of anything that is bothering you to our WhatsApp number, which is 0277 128 777. Thank you.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.